In this lesson, we will explore the mkdir command, a fundamental tool in Linux for creating directories. The mkdir command allows you to create new directories, also known as folders, within your file system. It is one of the most basic, yet essential commands for managing your files and keeping your system organized. Here are a few examples of how you can use the mkdir command. To create a directory named Documents, you would type mkdir Documents. To create a series of nested directories like Projects, Website, and then CSS, you would type mkdir pprojects/website/css. Lastly, to create multiple directories at once, you can type mkdir Photos, Videos, Music. Let's delve into the basic usage of the mkdir command. The simplest way to use mkdir is to create a single directory in your current location. The syntax is straightforward. You type mkdir followed by the name you want to give the directory. For example, to create a directory named Documents, you would enter mkdir Documents. After running the command, you can verify that the directory was created by using the ls command. The output will display the directory with its permissions, such as drwxrxrx2 user 4096 October 15th, 1030 documents. The new directory is created with default permissions based on your mask settings. Mask sets the permissions of newly created files and directories. The mkdir command isn't limited to creating just one directory at a time. You can create multiple directories simultaneously by simply listing their names, separated by spaces, after the mkdir command. For example, to create directories named Photos, Videos, Music, and Documents all at once, you would type mkdir Photos, Videos, Music, Documents. Each directory will be created in the current working directory. To verify that the directories were created, you can use the ls command again. The output will list each of the new directories along with their permissions, such as drwxrxrx2 user 4096 October 15th, 1035 documents, music, photos, and videos. Now let's explore the P option, which stands for parents. The P option is incredibly useful when you need to create an entire directory path, including parent directories that do not yet exist. Without the P option, if you try to create a nested directory structure and a parent directory is missing, you will encounter an error. For example, if you try to create the directory projects/website/css without the P option and the projects or website directories don't exist, you'll get an error message that says, "Cannot create directory, no such file or directory." To avoid this, you can use the P option. For example, mkdir pprojects/website/css will create all the directories in the path, including projects, projects/website, and projects/website/css. The resulting directory structure will be projects, inside projects website, and inside website CSS. The mkdir command with the P option becomes even more powerful when creating multiple nested directory structures at once. You can achieve this by using brace expansion. For example, you can type mkdir pprojects/web mobile/src test docs. This command creates a projects directory, and inside projects it creates two directories, web and mobile. Within each of these directories, it creates src, test, and docs directories. This is useful for setting up project structures quickly. Another example is creating a complex web project structure with one command, mkdir pwebsite/css, js, images, fonts. This command creates a website directory and then creates CSS, JS, images, and fonts inside it. The curly braces allow you to create multiple directories at the same level with a single command. In addition to the P option, mkdir offers several other useful options. One important option is m or mode, which allows you to set the permission mode for new directories, similar to the chmod command. For example, the command mkdir m=755 secure_folder creates a directory named secure_folder with read, write, and execute permissions for the owner, and read and execute permissions for the group and others. This is represented as rwxrxrx. You can also use mkdir equals 700 private underscore folder to create a directory where only the owner has read, write, and execute permissions, making it completely private. Another helpful option is v or verbose, which prints a message for each created directory. For instance, mkdir vlogs backups data will show you exactly which directories are being created as the command runs. This can be combined with the p option, like mkdir pv projects/src/components, to both create parent directories as needed and provide verbose output. To make the most of the mkdir command, let's look at some best practices. Always use the p option when creating nested directories to avoid errors. Use meaningful directory names that clearly reflect their purpose. Set appropriate permissions with the m option for security-sensitive directories. Use brace expansions such as dir1, dir2 to efficiently create multiple related directories. Common errors include forgetting to use p for nested directories, encountering permission-denied errors due to insufficient privileges, using invalid characters in directory names, and attempting to create directories in non-existent locations. Here is a summary of mkdir. Mkdir directory creates a single directory. Mkdir dir1 dir2 dir3 creates multiple directories. Mkdir ppath/to/ directory creates parent directories as needed. Mkdir equals mode directory creates a directory with specific permissions. Mkdir v directory shows verbose output. Related commands include mkdir to remove empty directories (rm), r to remove directories and their contents, ls-la to list directories with details, find to search for directories, and chmod to change directory permissions. The mkdir command is essential for organizing your file system efficiently. If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.